Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in. A channel member or a subscriber actually allowed me to borrow this, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is a loan knife, so let's take a look. I try to keep the information covered up there so we don't share too much information. Let's go ahead and just get into this. Actually, I would never recommend packaging without taping this because I can get in just like that, and so could somebody else. So do recommend a little tape like that next time, just for your safety. Would hate to see your knife not make it. This is the small VBR titanium. This is a Varga Knives. So, by the way, I'm opening it with my Benchmade Mini Adamas in the carbon fiber Magna Cut blade steel. Great little knife. This is the Varga Knives VBR. So I've always wanted to check out a Varga Knives. I've never had a chance to, and a subscriber kindly allowed me to check it out. That's a cool little pouch. It's nice. Very, very cool. Ooh, my. All right, so we got a card here. VBR M390 blade steel titanium bolster lock. Very nice. Very nice. Make sure I didn't. Oh, what? Is there something in there? Let's see here. I think there's something in there. Is it just, oh, silicate packet. Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't something important, like paperwork or certificate of authenticity. Nice case, by the way. All right, so I've always wanted to check one of these out. I've been very tempted on these. So this is one with thumb stud and the flipper. Beautiful contoured scales. They always look very robust. I believe these are made by Riot. I believe it's a captain pivot, even though it has screws on both sides. I don't know. I'm not taking this apart. This is a loaner. I don't do any hard use whatsoever. Pretty centered. It's off a little bit to the left, maybe. Okay, let's flip it. Let's do the thumb stud. Pretty stout. Pretty stout. Let's do the flipper. Now, beautiful hollow grind, compound grind. Nice swedge, hollow grind down below. Satin finish on here, M390. Bolstered behind the lava. I think this is lava flow. Is it lava flow or is it Mars Valley? I think it's lava flow. Let's see how the action is. Nice drop shut. All right, so where's the detent? You clear the detent about right there. So once you're cleared about right there, nice drop. Okay, so it does. Very strong detent, I'll tell you that. Very crisp and strong detent. Might be a little strong for some people. This is one of those, if it was mine, I might tune it just a bit. But some people like very strong, very powerful detents. It does flip reverse left-handed. It's almost at that point where it's almost just a little too tight. See, I can get in there, I can get it going, but it's almost too much, right? Now, what I do really like here is this nice and roundedness all the way around. There's no sharpness. All this is rounded. It's not even chamfered. It's more of a rounded corner, right? That's really cool. Really, really cool. Checking that out. Let's see, so there's no weight relief because the carbon fiber inlay scales are the weight relief. That's where you lose a lot of the weight on the titanium. So this is a bolstered lock. It could also be a frame subframe lock, right? Because it's below the scales that are on the outside, but very long clip though. They like really long clips, don't they? Nice flexibility. Looks like an easy on, easy in, out ramp kind of clip. Action's nice. Looks like pretty relatively deep pocket carry clip. Would get you pretty deep. I have large hands, so I get a nice grip presentation. I'm almost at the very end. This is almost too small. Let's see. How does this choke up? All right, I got meaty fingers, so I'm almost at the maximum right there. Almost a little close to the maximum part right there of that. So that's something to keep in mind. That might be a little tight there. Definitely, I know he has a larger version, and I think this is the smaller version. Definitely like that. Yeah, this is definitely the smaller version. I like the finger choil. The finger choil is nice, but I think the larger version would be better for my big, meaty fingers, right? If you got thinner fingers, this might be the perfect one. The action's really nice, though. That's really nice action. I gotta say that the feel in your hand is very good. It's just simply stunning. Simply stunning. Well done. Nice contoured shape and everything. The clip itself, it's a little pokey there, but it is rounded. I mean, it does get a little hot spot right there, I think. I think maybe a larger version might be move it down a little bit. I think I would enjoy that more. It feels like it's the same clip on, I suspect, I don't know, I could be wrong, but it feels like this is the clip that probably is on the large. It was just put on the small, which I guess is fine. It's just a little long. I wish it was a little shorter, but C'est la vie. Is it milled out or is it laid right on top? I think it might be milled out. I'm not sure. I can't quite tell. Looks like it's cut out. It could be laid right. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's definitely cut out. So it's inset. All right. Very cool. Got a couple of screws here, 3 here. You got, here, they're all about the same. Thumb studs are pretty nice. I do like that. Maximum usage of that. Lanyard loop pin in the back, kind of hidden out of the way, which is nice. I love this roundedness back here. That's very comfortable. Very comfortable. I mean, this is cool. This is cool. I definitely have to make sure I turn sideways, because if I go too close, it's definitely going to get close to that part where I could cut into my hand, right? I got to do that. I got to be careful not to do that. Definitely could work. Definitely could work if I'm trying to cut something, but I got to just make sure I pull back really tight, especially with my meaty fingers. Yeah, once it drops and hits my nail, it's pretty much cleared. If I catch it up here, yeah. Oh, wait a second. Does it have a ramp? Oh, it does. That's why it's doing that so nicely. So I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little ramp onto where the detent ball goes. So it actually is pretty smooth. I thought it would be a little more challenging, but that's cool. Definitely a little cool. All right, let's see any pivot lash. No, it's in there pretty tight. I mean, any blade play? Any pivot lash? No. Let's listen to that detent. I'll get up close. Nice clicky detent. Let's do that again. Yeah, that's a solid detent. It's in there really well. I mean, it's a really strong detent. I'll tell you that much for sure. And I think I would, if this was mine, I would definitely tune that lock bar. It's a little too tight for me. It's I can feel it right here. I mean, some people are going to love this. This is like a lefty EDC. Kevin would love this. This is exactly up his alley. Now, that detent's fantastic for the flipper, don't get me wrong. But if I'm going to use thumb studs and flipper, I like to be able to reverse flick and not feel like it's going to rip my skin off. And that's where we're at. I feel like it's just a super slight tuning is what I would have done if this was my knife. But it's not my knife. It's being loaned to me. But I'm just telling you, I think that can make this fantastic. Just if you like a lighter detent, I think it's a very simple thing to do. Very cool. I like the aesthetic, the flow of everything, especially with the lava flow. Aha, pun intended. Really nice titanium scales here with the handles with the scales on top, the inlaid scales on top. Really nice. Like the pivot collar all the way around. Love the flow, how it all fits together so well. That's really nice. Very cool. Definitely rounded. Comes up here. It's not sharp. You can get your hand in there. There's a knife I had a really sharp edge, and that was kind of a bummer, right? It's a small aesthetic, but it's a super big deal. I like the jimping up here. Very functional jimping. Thumb studs are really nice. They're not super huge. They have the volcano, so they work really well. And they've got this little rounded part. So if you'd like to put, sometimes I like to put little O-rings on thumb studs like that. I think it just looks nice. I've done that to several knives, And I think it's definitely something for some people. Now, see, now I'm having a hard time doing a reverse flick here. Let's see, can I get in there? Yeah, it's getting too tight for me. My hands are getting too tired. I could do it at first, but it's starting to get really, this is just too, yeah. Okay, I can't reverse flick anymore. This detent is just crazy strong, crazy strong. Now, the guy who let me borrow this, man, thank you. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I appreciate you allowing me to check this out. But I will tell you, this is way too strong of a detent for me. I appreciate it, though. I think it's fantastic for the flipper. But if I'm going to use those thumb studs at all, yeah, I would have to, if I bought one of these, I would have to lighten that for the thumb studs to really be able to enjoy it. Because I like to reverse flick. If I can't, so see, I can reverse flick here. It's really tough. But it's close. It's to that point where if I did this too much, it would start to hurt. But very cool knife. I like it. Great design. Great aesthetic. I've always wanted to, everything that I saw about it, everything that I thought it would be, it's exactly, I'm not disappointed, right? Felt like this aesthetic was very beautiful and it would be like this in the hand. And it is. It really is. I definitely think the larger one is more my route because you can see I'm almost up at the max. This is definitely going to be someone for large to medium to smaller hands. I think this would be a perfect size. Unless you really you got skinnier fingers. Now, mind you, I almost have extra large hands because of my fat, meaty fingers, right? if you got skinnier fingers and you have extra large or double extra large hands, this might be exactly how it fit on you if you don't have meaty fingers like me. So that's just keep that in mind. That's just something to keep in mind. The action is beautiful though. When it drops, it's simply stunning. And I mean, it doesn't even have skiffs on there, but I bet if it had skiffs, it would be even more amazing. But it doesn't really need it. It's so smooth. That's what I'm saying. Really cool. Really, really cool. So this is the, make sure I'm saying this correctly. This is the VBR MK4, all right? So, and I think this is the smaller version. I don't know if it's called a mini or what, but the VBR, very cool MK4. Does it have it on the box? Does it say it? Small VBR. That's what they call it. Small VBR, bead blasted, lava flow fat carbon, M390 belt satin. Very cool. Nice, nice knife. Let's take a nice close look up at that so you guys can take a look and see what you think. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There you can see that compound grind with the swedge, beautiful satin polish. Got the multiple angles there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 different completely sanded angles on this thing. Now, this one and this one might be similar, but this one is different, and then this one is different. Over here, we have that, thumb studs. You can definitely see that. And here's the handle with the lava flow, deep pocket carry clip. You can see the liner right here, the bolstered liner with a nice 30%, 20%, 25% engagement. Over travel stop steel bar insert, so you're engaging the tang of the blade to the steel, not that titanium. And then we have over here the handle in the back. All right, let me zoom back out. So here we go. Here's a knife overall. Beautiful knife. Yeah, the Varga knives really are gorgeous. I see what the thing is. They're just hard to get a hold of. They do small runs, which is, I understand. But really beautiful knife. Definitely one of those knives someday to maybe get a hold of. Definitely appreciate the chance to get a chance to try it. It's, you know, sometimes that might be just enough, right? Just to get a chance to try it. I love experiencing different knives. And it's a lot of knives I really enjoy. I just don't have in my collection because, you know, I just have a limited amount of space in my collection and I don't like to have things I don't carry. So there you go. This is a cool one. Thank you so much for letting me check this out. Definitely worth an experience. We'll have a full review on this. If you have any questions about this knife, the upcoming review, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Any questions, things you want me to look at and maybe talk about, I would definitely appreciate that. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, or worthwhile, would you consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you also consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to grow, produce more content, do more things, and ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to all of you guys out there. You guys are amazing and awesome. And especially to you guys who watch, who like, who subscribe, I very, very much appreciate you guys. And thank you for all of that. And if you haven't already, maybe hit that notification button so you can be notified of future content. And then to all of you amazing, amazing subscriber members out there, channel members, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Big shout out to you guys. And some of you guys have been here since the very beginning, and I'm very much appreciative of that. And I thank you for that. And, you know, if you guys have been on the fence, you thought, hey, I might like to become a channel member, I would love to have you. I'd be honored. There's a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers. I do offer a once a month giveaway to all channel members. And if you've been a channel member for a while or just became a channel member and haven't gotten one yet, I like to give a sticker to everybody. So email me with your first and last name and your address for channel members who haven't gotten a sticker, and I'll mail you one. There's 3 different tiers. If you're in the top tier, you get a special exclusive sticker and exclusive content and different things like that. So I appreciate any type of membership you have. I'm honored and I'm humbled by it. So thank you. Also, if you haven't already, then maybe also check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.